Hey, what's going on, guys? So, I've been looking through YouTube recently and specifically looking for any kind of review, kit build, anything like that on the SH-2 Seasprites. The Navy used them as anti-submarine warfare helicopters. The original ones, the H-2 Alphas, were used for search and rescue in the Vietnam War. Medal of Honor was awarded to a helicopter pilot, as well as some flying crosses and Navy crosses to the remainder of that crew. So I've got two kits here. I've got the Fujimi came in the experimental lamps kit, and then I've got the Airfix 2 Foxtrot kit. To compare them, it's kind of hard. Honestly, the Airfix one, it's a lot more detailed. You got the interior, which actually has the seat and systems for the submarine hunter crewman, and then just the kit itself is a lot more detailed as far as rivets go, panel lines, everything like that, and the engine. So you see right there, you actually have like the engine exhaust coming out, whereas on the Fujimi one, it's kind of just molded in there. I haven't painted that one yet. It's going to be aluminum kind of finish, kind of like this one, as well as there's a noticeable size difference. So me personally, I've never built a Fujimi kit other than this Seasprite, but if you look at them, the Airfix kit seems to be a lot more smaller as airframe sizes go. Honestly, I've built a lot of Airfix kits, so I kind of trust them in their sizing as far as their scales for 172 go. And then, so the Fujimi kit, there's still a few pieces that I haven't added onto it, like the panels on the rear end of the landing gear legs I have yet to put on, and then a few of the decals aren't on there yet, like the rescue badges on the door and such like that. So each kit is fantastic in their own way, honestly, because there's not a whole lot of builds of this helicopter around. This one I enjoyed a lot more. I didn't have to really paint the mold, just because that's basically the color of which the aircraft is in. Growing up, we had one of these in the air museum that I worked in my hometown. So I kind of had a little bit of experience, a little bit of knowledge with this helicopter. This one, on the other hand, only two were built or modified, and then basically this big dome right here, the Snoopy nose, was all compressed in, and that is what fits into this little dome right here on the underside of the Foxtrot. You see there, it's got the cargo hook, as well as various other antennas and stuff like that. So I built this one first, and then this one later on. The different things that I picked up on after I had finished the 2F. This is actually supposed to be upside down to kind of be like a star forward, as in when the helicopter's moving forward and you look at it from the top, the stars and bars are moving forward. So Another piece of just detail with the Airfix kit is that it has the collective and numerous other details in the cockpit. So yeah, before building the first one of these, the last helicopter I had built was about 5-ish years ago before I ended up joining the military. That one was a Airfix kit, a Westland Wessex, which is the British version of the US Navy's UH-34, which the Marine Corps also used a lot in the Vietnam War. And actually my good friend's grandfather was a crew chief door gunner on them in Vietnam. But yeah, if you're able to find one of these kits, like they have a little bit of fitment issue and stuff like that. It's pretty easy. You could be way more skilled than me and be able to fix that very quickly and very easily. But I highly recommend either of these kits to anybody who likes naval aviation history, naval aviation models, any kind of rotor head that loves small scale helicopters as well. The only place that you would really be able to find them in 1/72nd scale, these kits specifically, would be eBay. That's where both of these were found and acquired from. I know Kitty Hawk has a 1/48th scale SH-2G variant, the last variant that was used by the United States Navy and is still used by the Polish Navy, and then recently retired by the Navy of New Zealand. So I think that is gonna be all. Anyway, thanks guys.